Welcome to another RSR. Tonight, this afternoon, we're reviewing Bahrain 2, Canada 2, an international friendly. How the hell do we draw to Bahrain? I know it's the MLSers, we still shouldn't have drawn. And we dominated possession. But, end product wasn't there, except for two moments in the game, and Bahrain had one good goal and soft as baby shit penalty that they scored, but we'll get into it. Goal in the 6th minute. Kamal Miller plays the ball up. Great. Long ball falls to Ismail Kone. Kone finishes the run. Lobs the keeper. Wonderful goal by Ismail Kone for his first Canada goal. 0-1 for Canada in the 6th minute. Then in the 14th minute, Madi Al-Homiran. Ball crossed in, beats Alistair Johnston, puts it past Dane St. Clair, off the hand of Dane St. Clair. It's 1-1 in the 14th minute. That's the way it would go into halftime. 1-1 between Bahrain and Canada. Even though Canada were the much better team in the first half, they should have scored more than one goal. They had that offside goal. They had great offensive forward runs, but guess what? Their final touch, composure in the final third was not great. Raheem Edwards definitely got bodied off the ball a couple of times in both halves. His return to the Canadian national team was not a great one, I can tell you that much. 65th minute, Bahrainian player gets clipped out in the box. I don't think it was a penalty, but they give it. Abdullah Yusuf Halal goes in the 65th minute to take it, puts it past Dane St. Clair, scores a penalty 2-1. Then in the 81st minute, Zachary Bogiard crosses the ball in. Lucas Cavallini taps it in. Mr. Fubar scores the goal to save our ass from an embarrassing loss. At the very least, 81st minute, Lucas Cavallini scores. Mr. Fubar saves us from being embarrassed completely. I think we still got embarrassed a little bit. 2-2. That's the way the match would end. 2-2 on the night. Stats are as follows. 7 shots to 8. 4 shots on goal to 3. 38% possession to 62% possession, 243 passes to 390, I should say, 75% pass accuracy to 88, 14 fouls to 10, 0 offside to 5, 1 yellow card to 1, 0 red cards to 0, and 2 corners to 3. Here comes the rant. What the hell was that? You outpossess Bahrain by 60%. You have the ball in their end multiple times. You have multiple chances to win this game, at least score 4 goals and win 4-2, and at least do the bare minimum. You don't even do that, because a draw is not the bare minimum. That is not the bare minimum. No. Canada beating Bahrain Canada should have won at least by 2 goals against Bahrain. That was the bare minimum. 2-0, 3-1, 4-2, whatever that was the bare minimum. And you couldn't even do that. You know what the worst part about this is? People are going to look at this result. Luckily, it's not a loss. They're going to look at this result and be like, Canada drew to Bahrain? What the hell happened? 41 versus 85. FIFA rankings. What do you expect? Canada beats their ass, right? You're going to look at those rankings and be like, how do we lose? Or how'd they lose? Yeah, or draw, I should say. It looks like a loss for a while there, but it feels like a loss. I mean, this was horrible. This was honestly the worst Canada game in the John Herdman era. And you could say, what about Haiti? We didn't think we weren't bottle jobs at that point. We still thought we could blow games. That wasn't when Herdman really put his stamp on the team. He was just starting to get things figured out. And Canada didn't really have their coming out party until that U.S. game that October later that year at BMO. So Haiti might have sucked. I was angry when Haiti happened. That blow, they blew it 3-2. And Zachary Bogiard was part of that game as well. And no, he was part of that squad. Marcus Godinho, the Marcus Godinho game. There we go. But with that being said, this was worse You have expectations. You're going to the World Cup. You bring out the MLSers, trying to give them some time, trying to give them a chance to make the World Cup roster. Besides Kone, Mark Anthony K, for better or for worse. I say for worse. My God, he's been horrible for the past 4 months. Since he's came to Toronto, back to Toronto, he's been horrible. Oso was okay. Raheem Edwards ain't going to the World Cup. I can tell you that much after what he did. He ain't going to the World Cup. My God. Dude got bodied off the ball by Bahrainians. Yeah, no, you're not going to the World Cup, Raheem. Great MLS season. You had your chance, and you may have just blown it. Possibly see you at the World Cup, or the Gold Cup. Maybe, but that'll be next summer. We'll deal with that when we deal with that. Oh, my God. Dane St. Clair, if he ever plays in the World Cup, he's going. He has to. We're up the creek without the paddle. My God. The dude punches away a ball that he could have easily caught in the first half. And then also, the shot, the first goal, went straight off his hand. It broke his wrist. Not really, but... Okay, let's put it like this. He had wrist made of chocolate. It just, boom, pushed it back. So, he has weak wrists. Better do some, like, wrist curls. Yeah, that's what we'll call them. Yeah, you better. If he plays, if Dane St. Clair plays at the World Cup, they're up the creek without the paddle. They are. I hope he doesn't. That Crepeau injury is going to be a thing that we think of for a while, ain't it? There's going to be some that makes us be like, damn it, Crepeau breaking his leg was absolutely not great. We knew it wasn't great at the time, but, you know. Let's see. Ishmael Kone played well. That's like the best thing about this game. Ishmael Kone looked great. He is going to the World Cup. Ishmael Kone earned a spot. If he already didn't have it, he definitely earned it. I think he already had it, but he definitely solidified it. But he earned it if he didn't have it. Ishmael Kone played a wonderful match. That's the one really good thing I could say about this game. The passion was not there. The fight was not there. The absolute determination that the Canadian team has had over the past year was not there. Bahrain, this was a Gold Cup squad playing a team that would be bottom of a group in a Gold Cup. And they proceed to choke. They proceed to draw. A team who would not even get a point at a CONCACAF Gold Cup, nonetheless, get out of the group with a Gold Cup level squad. And I'm sure at the Gold Cup, they'll still have Davies and David next year. I know that. Well, I don't know, actually. Maybe the Nations League. But point is, you would hope. But point is, Gold Cup level squad. Can't beat Bahrain? I know this, in the end, this doesn't matter. But I got 5 hours of sleep. I woke up early to see this. You're damn right I'm pissed. This was almost embarrassing for Canada. No, even a draw is embarrassing. Should have won by 2. That's the bare minimum. This is embarrassing. Luckily, you didn't lose. Looked like you were about to. Bahrain, of all teams. Oh, we never play them again. They're better than I thought. I have to admit that. Canada, sometimes you find ways to... Oh, boy. And people were dooming in the chat on the live stream. They were like, this team sucks. It's all about hope. That's all you have. I'm like, John Herdman's not a bad manager. I didn't even want to... At that point, I didn't even want to basically say, you know... I was like, yeah, you're dooming by the end of it. I didn't really want to... I'm just going to let those fans who are dooming have their moment and be like, Ryan, you're ranting, though. This ain't dooming. This is just me being pissed off because we freaking couldn't even handle Bahrain with the MLSers. I know in the end this doesn't matter. I know in the end the only thing this decides is that a lot of MLSers that we thought had a chance to go to the World Cup or could have had an outside chance to be like on those last pieces of the squad are not going. And gladly enough, my God, you could say it was definitely a disaster class. Is it to the point where maybe should we hold this match against them? It will, but should it? Maybe not. But Raheem Edwards, not great. Dane St. Clair, the only reason he's going is Maxime Crépeau's tibia. Bottom of the leg. That's the tibia, right? Not the fibia. I'm not a doctor, but it broke. Straight up broke during MLS Cup. Clean. That's the only reason Dane St. Clair is going to be on that roster. And I don't know if James Panamis is much better as a backup. He may be the third keeper just to be the third keeper, but we have like 2 third keepers on a roster. Thanks to Crépeau getting hung out to dry. Let's see. Who else sucks? Oso played okay for his first game in like 3 months. Kay played like crap, but he's going to be on the roster. Piet, he's going to be on the bench, but he was Larea played okay. He's the only one who really had heart. Fubar, well, he scored a goal, didn't he? Cavallini, Fubar scored a goal. Good for him. He'll be on the roster, probably. He should be on the roster over Io Akinola. Jesus Christ, that was a horrible cameo. Io, jeez. Horrible cameo from Io Akinola, let's just say that. But he sucked for 6 months. I knew that firsthand. I mean, I knew Herdman would give him a chance, but McNaughton, couldn't really tell, but he didn't do anything bad. McNaughton still has a chance to be a bigger Canada player at time. Daniil Henry couldn't even play. He got a late scratch. I'd rather have McNaughton on the squad for Qatar, frankly. I like Lucas. I think he's got that dog in him, frankly. So, why not? You don't want Daniil Henry being late scratch during the World Cup. I don't know what the hell happened. TFC, I'd be like, yeah, the physios suck. I'm not shocked. Canada, though? Dude barely played over the past 3 months. Huh? Hey, what? I don't know, man. I don't know. Canada, the MLSers may not be as good as we expect. That's something we learned today. The MLSers might not be as good of players as we thought they were. That I could tell you right now. That I can tell you right now. Maybe we overrated them. Bahrain. 2-2 to Bahrain. 2-2 to Bahrain. All right. Luckily, we didn't lose. Still embarrassing to draw, but at least we didn't lose. That would have been a nuclear meltdown. We're probably already in meltdown stage. But at least we averted the nuclear meltdown, you know? Like, this is like DEFCON 2. And I mean DEFCON, you know, not... like DEFCON 2. Losing would have been DEFCON 1. Like Chernobyl type nuclear meltdown. So, yeah, not great, but in the end, it doesn't matter really, does it? It was the MLSers, but it's still somewhat embarrassing. So, with that being said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe, you know what it is, tell your friends, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification once subscribed, send super chats on the live streams, comment on this video, put us in playlist, share with friends and family, all that great stuff. I'll see you on Sunday for the Canadian roster reaction, reveal reaction, and if Mexico, I have to do a part 3 for Mexico's roster, I do. I think they should be out very close to each other, Canada and Mexico's roster, but we'll do another roster reaction video. I won't go live for the roster announcement, but you know what I'm doing. But I'll see you then on Sunday for Canada's roster at the very least for the World Cup. I'll talk about that. And we also have Run It Back in the month ahead for the World Cup for the members, of course, as well, coming out in the next couple of days. So there you go. With that being said, I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. Oh, my God. You find ways to amaze me, don't you, Canada? Even in bad times.